Hello everybody, I'm Tim Blair, and this is the Clay County Times-Democrat Weekly Web Update for the week of April 2nd, 2014. Our weekly web updates are brought to you here on cctimesdemocrat.com with the good folks of Piggott State Bank, member FDIC equal housing lender and serving this region since back in 1930. Well, speaking of the 1930s, we're here at the Clay County Fairgrounds on the north edge of Piggott, location where that has served as the fairground since the mid-1930s. We came out here last year in one of the first few of the webcasts that we did back in 2013, and we're back for pretty much the same occasion as the Piggott FFA. They're getting set for their 40th annual farm equipment auction, and you can see behind me, equipment is lined up over by the rodeo arena and back down toward the main part of the fairgrounds as we're here on the south edge right across from Emmanuel Baptist Church. But members of the FFA are out there getting ready, checking in equipment. They already have several hundred items that will be going across the block here at the FFA auction, which gets underway at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, April the 5th. One of the many activities going on around the region this weekend. Now, we've moved inside the truck today basically due to high winds as we're awaiting a frontal system to move through late this afternoon into the evening and the overnight hours, which is expected to bring some rather strong storms to the region. Lightning is of great concern, some high winds, perhaps some tornadic activity. That's all in the forecast, so we are moving inside here to get out of the wind. In fact, we had a little bit of technical difficulty of that last week. High winds making it impossible to do the audio portion for our webcast. Now, we would like to talk to you a little bit about this week's edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat, and we encourage you to pick up a copy of that. It's available right now. We'll have all the information for you there on the weekend that's coming up in Piggott. Not only do we have the FFA auction, the citywide yard sale will be going on around Piggott. We also have some activities that are going on tomorrow evening up on the square. We'll talk about that in just a second, but the preview is in this week's edition. We also have stories on Johnny Williams. He's the director of the Rector Community Museum, and he attended a recent training session in Little Rock, a great write-up there by Ryan Rogers on that. He also has the details on the Rachel's Challenge, which is coming to Rector schools. We also have information in this week's paper on a lot of other interesting details, including chocolate roll recipes from around the Rector area. So we encourage you to pick up a print edition of that today. And again, as we talk about the Clay County Times-Democrat, we also have a complete update on what's been going on as far as sports goes, and not a lot thanks to the weather. The Rector Cougar baseball team's been on a roll. The Lady Cougars have dropped a couple of games. The Mohawks and the Lady Mohawks, they've pretty much been on hold, waiting for the weather conditions to improve, though both teams were scheduled to be in action a little later this week. Now, I'm coming to you on Thursday afternoon, and as said, the weather is expected to get bad later today. Now, the Mohawk baseball team is scheduled to play in the Duel on the Diamond down at Paragould this weekend. Lady Mohawks are set up to play in a softball tournament at New Madrid County Central up in New Madrid County, Missouri. And again, they were getting a lot worse weather than we are, so all that's going to be contingent. But we'll try to keep you updated here on cctimesdemocrat.com. Now, talking a little bit more about what's going on around the region. Tonight, originally, was scheduled to be a concert by the Piggott High School Band down on the square, but due to the weather conditions, that looks very iffy. In fact, that's pretty much been called off for tonight. But tomorrow evening, beginning at 5:30, Joe Cole, sponsored by the Inn at Piggott, there will be a free walking history tour of downtown Piggott. At 6 o'clock, Mark Cave and other gospel performers will be performing at the gazebo or the bandstand, which opened in the spring of 1988, and is a little bit of a observation of that. We also have special sales by many of the downtown merchants on Friday evening, and they also have activities going on Saturday, including sidewalk sales and other things. The Clay County Relay for Life will have a booth set up down there on Saturday in conjunction with the citywide yard sale, which always brings a lot of people to town. Now, we'd like to encourage you to pick up a copy of the print edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat. We'd also like to remind you that there's a feature on the activities in downtown Piggott in this week's Delta Voice, which is distributed all up and down the region. And we also would like to let you know that there's a brand new copy of the Delta Crossroads just out. that's available to you. Better get them while you can because they are going quickly, and they're available throughout the region as well. Well, last week as we were getting ready for the activities up on the square, we took a little time to walk around the Piggott Court Square. Of course, the courthouse there was constructed in 1966. They started the construction there. It opened the following year, and in the years since, gone through a few changes. We went around and took a look at a few of the scenes, and let's share that with you now. And again, we'd like to encourage you to make plans to attend the activities that are coming up. And according to the organizers, they are going to try to reschedule the outdoor concert by the Piggott High School Marching Mohawk Band, or the concert band, which is scheduled to perform Thursday evening. They will try to get that rescheduled due to the weather situation that we're looking at right now. Now, coming up in the next edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat, we'll have a wrap-up on the big weekend here in Piggott and other activities that are going on around the area, other great features and so forth, and we encourage you to pick up a copy each week. Or if you're interested in subscribing, you can check us out here online or give us a call at the office at 870-598-2201. We're open 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday at the Piggott office, or you can call the Rector office at 595-3549. They're open from 8:30 till 5 p.m., also Monday through Thursdays. Well, we also had a chance to get out with the camera and visit the ball diamond the other day while the Mohawks were taking on the Rivercrest Colts. Got a couple of highlights for that to share with you now.
Let's go, Austin. What's that, kid? Come on, Austin. Good pop. Good. Come on, Austin. Good. No, I hate that.
Catches interference, isn't it?
And again, for the latest in sports information and news and whatever we can glean from our coaches, we'll have it right here on cctimesdemocrat.com. So we encourage you to check back with us from time to time. And if you're watching us here on our homepage, you probably noticed that to the left over here, maybe down just a little bit, that is your complete weather forecast. We've got the extended forecast. You can click on that for current conditions. Any watches or warnings will be posted there immediately, so you can go there and check that out if you need to as the weather starts to get bad here. But the good news is it's going to improve for tomorrow. May not be quite as warm as it is right now, well up into the 70s, but we are expecting clear weather for Friday and on Saturday with a slight chance of rain moving in again sometime late Sunday. Well, with that, we wrap up another edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat Weekly Web Update, brought to you here on cctimesdemocrat.com each week by the good folks of Piggott State Bank. And until next time, I'm Tim Blair reporting.